important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. McAdoo out there with Butler. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Rondo. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. It's hauled in by Cornette. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Here's McAdoo. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Harris finds Young. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Harris has got 6.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Wade passes to Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornette. That's his first foul.
Team first.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Wade against Murray. 5 on the clock. For the 3.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
So when we're talking about team identity, Greg, what would you say is the Miami Heat's identity?
Tough-nosed, aggressive, and hard-working. That's what attracted guys like Jimmy Butler here in the first place. And that's the style of ball they want to continue playing.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And here's Young. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
And a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Second, Joe Harris. Taurean Prince, third.
Either of these two guys forced defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Davis is checked in for the Heat. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
The bounce, Atlanta takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Atlanta. Not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Miami, they find themselves in 4th place.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Here's Westphal. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Butler. It's deflected, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Heat making a change here. Horford's checked in.
Al Horford.
Now, here is Young. Defense is right there. For three, Murray. Al Horford with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Westphal. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. From about 19 feet. Launches a three. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Hunter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Martin's checked in for Miami. Timeout called, the Heat. Jimmy Butler is checked in for Martin.
And a quick look here at some numbers for Hunter. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Well, that mid-range, that's a comfort zone for Jimmy Butler.
Wade against Murray. At the elbow, Hunter. One-on-one here. Here's Wade. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Rozier is checked in for the Heat.
Number 2, Terry Rozier the third.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Butler passes to Horford. Got a piece of it. Here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. Young outside. And here's Harris from the arc. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rozier for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the shot goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Young dishes to Murray. Moving it up. And the dunk by Horford.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the jam. You forget how big he is.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So with Rondo on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Horford is out there with Jimmy Butler. And there's Davis. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Westphal in at the 2 spot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Heat culture seems to be a cliche, but it's not. Jimmy Butler says we never lost confidence in this group, in ourselves. We know what we're capable of. We just have to go out and prove it. We're not worried about anybody else, just the guys in our locker room, and coaching staff, ownership, management. Back to you guys.
Boy, David, aren't they locked in? There's something else. Thank you. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Now, here's Butler. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Over Green. Here's Bogdanovich. The 19-footer is on the money. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 20. Right side Davis. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And Joseph kicks to Green. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Davis against Barnes to end the run. Miami no good on that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bogdanovich passes to Joseph. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Drops in the tray. Rozier's got 6.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his 3-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
And that one's good, Barnes.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Davis with it. Okongwu covering. Horford no luck. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside, Green. Off target from 3-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Butler passes to Horford. Green with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Butler against Green. Butler passes to Rozier. And that one is hammered home.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
And Brent, the thing you respect about Jimmy Butler, here's a guy with an old school mentality.
Well, I love that he competes against the other team, Greg, but there's a part of Jimmy Butler, and we saw it a lot in the last 2 seasons, how much of a protector he is of the culture.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Outside, Davis. Pass to Westphal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you look at Wade, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
And all the skill used on that crossover, might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Pulls it from 20. Okongwu grabs the board. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Barnes passes to Green. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks. Bogdanovich against Wade. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Drawing contact is a skill, and Dwayne Wade is a master.
And that one falls for Wade.
Oh, one of the most dynamic guards in the game. Wade can do it all on offense and is also a terrific shot blocker at that position.
It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, I mean, it's easy to see why they're up big. They know how to use their size, their athleticism to wear their opponent down. And you look at their rebounding numbers, it's incredible.
Showing a lot of this and this.
Ooh.
And another one.
Whoa, you've been
and
working
2
out.
biceps at once.
Wow.
I'm tired.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look at the Hawks, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Harris is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Adebayo, rebound by the Hawks.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. Number 1, the Heat.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really got after it on that end of the floor.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Taurean Prince in for Harris. Here's Rondo. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Atlanta ball.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Trae Young.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
It's Prince on the wing. Butler with the steal. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
Sheets off the step back, and Adebayo with the nice bucket inside. Adebayo's got his first 2 points of the night. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Over Adebayo. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And the importance of Adebayo to this team cannot be overstated.
Well, what they rely on most, Greg, we know, is the defensive impact he's going to make. So selfless down there to throw his body around, block shots, get out and guard pick and rolls, and he does it so consistently for this squad. It gives them a chance to win every night because Bam's willing to do the dirty work.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has relaxed the rules that prohibited scouting high school games. With some one-and-done players sitting out their lone college season or getting hurt, the teams needed the chance to scout them even earlier. Also, with these new pro youth leagues where NBA scouting is permitted, the sense was there was an inconsistency that needed to be remedied. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. DA, thanks. And here's Young from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
Here's Adebayo. The layup off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Young's got 11 points.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Prince setting a pick for Young. Here's Murray. Drills the elbow jumper. He's got 12.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. It's stolen by Wade. In transition, here comes Miami. And Adebayo throws it down.
And such an all-around threat. Wade does far more than score. He also facilitates the offense and gets his teammates involved.
And Young kicks to Murray. For 3, Hunter nailed from three-point land. Hunter's got his 2nd bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Now the pass to Hunter. Over Rozier. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved, He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And here's Rozier. He brings it up with the Heat. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We always see Terry Rozier going all out, don't we, Greg, to make an impact offensively.
Kevin, I just love the way his offensive repertoire has evolved over the years. This guy came in as just a hard-nosed, tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the chart.
Al Horford's checked in for McAdoo.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving. Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And the basket by Rozier.
Defensively, teams worry about Rozier's speed, so when he pulls up off the bounce, he usually gets a good look.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hunter's got 11 in the second half.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
This guy, Jimmy Butler, not showing that he's a ball stopper. Awareness, finds the open man.
Kicks it out to Prince. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
DeAndre Hunter, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds.
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Davis is out there with Horford. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Westphal in at the 3. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And stolen by Hunter. Over Rondo. And Horford pulls it down.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Young dishes to Murray. Over Wade. And it's Murray scoring on a gorgeous play.
And Murray right now just no settle in his offensive game.
Horford with the screen on Hunter. Davis, the pass to Horford. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Lets it go from deep. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Young's got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Wade. And another basket for Miami.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Here's Hunter. They grab their own miss. Here's Murray. Miami grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. Rondo with a clean look. And again, Miami with the triple.
And I like seeing Rondo look for his shot, showing he's more than just a distributor.
Hunter finds Prince. In the corner, it's Hunter. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Hunter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Wade, and it's Miami with another.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. From we've had this new playoff format since 2021, adding that play-in tournament. How do you like it?
Well, I love it. You're just giving more high-level teams a chance at a swing for a championship. I mean, look what happened last year and how exciting that was for the NBA and the play-in tournament. There's some steely moments that come from Trae Young. And I'll tell you what, if the defense is getting under his skin, he rarely shows that. I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Buries it from three-point range.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Rondo passes to Adebayo. Rondo with a screen for Martin. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, when you look at Martin's numbers, he's not a volume three-point shooter, but he can be effective from deep.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Okongwu finds Murray. Okongwu with a screen on Strus. It's good.
And Murray just creating openings, does such a good job with the ball in hand.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Rondo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, his defense knows they're in trouble.
And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Hunter.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hunter kicks to Young. Pass to Hunter. Fades away. Yes, that goes in. Hunter's got 31.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
At the line for the Heat, Rajon Rondo. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rondo. Second free throw, no good. Butler against Prince. He kicks to Young. Hunter for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Hunter.
Porque no